Okay, so now I'm at that Transfiguration Catholic Cemetery. Decided to stop at one more, at least. So this one's much smaller than the other one that we were at. You can see this side's more of the headstones. And then this side has more of the flat ones on ground level, you know? So I'm gonna start with this side. See like what's here before moving to that side. But this one is a cemetery I have been to quite a few times. So if I remember correctly, this is the one where in the back over there will be a grave that I will be talking about. If I remember if it's in the correct cemetery. And then in that forest preserve right there, I believe I've made a geocache video there. I do know for sure I have geocached there before. I just can't remember for sure if I made a video in there. We got some pennies on the graves, which if you do not know, the pennies on the graves mean that someone had visited the grave. Yeah. Does anyone know what type of name this is? Like Slavic sounds Russian to me. Evilas. I wonder if 1887 is when they were born, or if it's the year that they passed, because it only has that one day on it. Then I think this one too, Sclazas, Sclazas. I'm not actually sure how to say that name. I'm sure I said it completely wrong, but years old. Lived to be in their 90s. That person was only 20. Like in the last cemetery I was at, I was saying that I prefer seeing dates of this one because that person lived to be 100. This person only lived to be 20, or maybe 19, depending on when exactly in the year they were born. It's kind of like one person got to live a full life and the other one didn't. It'd look the same as if I passed like a year or two ago. I'm pretty sure I went to school with someone named Warsinski. Obviously they would not have been alive when these people were. It was about my age, and it was only born in 1998, so it would have been some great-great-grandparents, at least. Churchill. Some grass growing here. It's not a super new grave, but considering that grass can't really grow in the winter, that would explain why it's growing now though. Because just starting to warm up. Okay, let's see who this is. Oh, we're already over at this one. Yeah. James F. Murray. Stone. Steinsdorfer. I'm sure I'm saying a lot of these names wrong. If I'm saying it wrong, it's just because I'm not exactly sure how to say it correctly. U.N. Steinsdorfer. Ooh, that's not good. Only lived to be a few months old. So I wonder if someone hit this fence. Kind of looks like someone could have, because it kind of looks like there's tire marks. Yeah, someone had to have hit this. Sometimes I like to think if you could talk to these people and give their life stories, especially the ones who were in their earlier wars. Like, this guy was in World War II. Then right over here, World War I. Interesting to hear like all their war stories and just everyone who. So this one's 1956 to 2019, 4th of July. Oh. all their life stories and what it was like for them to grow up, and especially like their ones in their 1800s, because that's a whole lot different than nowadays, you know. McNamara. Something I'm a little curious about though. So we've got Elber Gunairik, I don't know how to pronounce it. So he was in the US Army in World War II. But then his wife, so she also has a military grave. It doesn't say she was in it. So does she get it just because her husband was in the military? I'm kind of figuring that she does get it just because her husband was in the military. But I've never been able to confirm that. It would make sense if that is the case. Looks like we got a new grave over here, or newer at least. Because there's no grass growing at all yet. From 2019. Okay, craft. Yeah, I'm now over in the other section. Looks like we might have a brand new grave over here. Because it doesn't seem like there's a headstone yet. Now, as some of you may know, we've had a lot of rain here, and it's been causing a few places to flood. And because I've shown in my geocaching videos where there's been places that are completely underwater as of the video recording. You can hear the grass all squishy. (2019). Nice little Jeep on there. (1978 to 2002). Looks like maybe another new grave. So I'm kind of thinking that the grave I was talking about, that I would talk about when I was over there, might actually be in a different cemetery, because I am not seeing it over here. What was this? Oh yeah, I think I know which one it is now. Okay, so, but anyway, there was this one headstone that had a picture of the person in it, and they had passed away in a car accident, I believe. I think she was only like 19 or something. This is one that I saw when I was exploring a different time. Only lived to be 20. Another rather new one, 2019. And one that does not seem to have a headstone again yet. Only 19. She was actually only 18 because it's only a few more weeks until his 19th birthday. But I just found out that he lived here in Wakanda. Actually, he lived here in Wakanda and graduated from Wakanda High School, but then moved to Volo, which is nearby, and then he had gotten in a motorcycle accident, which is how he passed away. Looks like the son passed away when he was 18. This one's a rather old one. You can see, I think that's November 18th. No, November 1st, 1870. Peter M. something. I'm not really sure what the last name was. 1871. 23 years, 6 months, I believe. $1870 something at 18 years. So it looks like a new stone, but that's definitely not a recent burial because it's 1849 to 1896. And you can see James, 1881, I believe. Wife of James. So I'm guessing that's that guy. 1878, I believe, for James. Here's a new stone for an older grave, 1908. $1878 at 57. Another James Regan. Owen McGrath, 1809. Is that Oh no, I think he was born in 1809, and then he passed in 1871. And then Mary at 1811, I believe, and passed at 1878. Oh, I can see it easily on my phone. So April 9th, 1878. July 9th, 1871. Huh. Kinda looks like my phone's picking up better than I can actually see it. (1815 to 1897). (1826), is that right? I think so. (1867) at 66 years. 1864 at 46 years. 1867. 1851, looks like. Peter Jones. And then Patrick Jones. 1850 something, looks like. Looks like there's quite a few old headstones here. 1892, age 45 years, 9 months, 25 days. 1876, 1885, and these are just names. 1879, I believe. 1868. 1840 something, it looks like. Born 1798, died 1885. Born 1818, 1908. 1851 or 1892. Got 1831 to 1897, 1827 to 1894. The sun was 1874 to 1899. So there's definitely a lot passing at younger ages for these older ones. But if you really think about it, that's not really too shocking, because 1792 to 1865, 1819 to 1883. Just because, they didn't have the Amazon that we have now. They didn't have the sanitization that we have now. Like, these people didn't really grow up with running water. Some of them were alive in the 1700s when America was barely even a country. 1900 or 1917. So like these people probably lived really long for the time. 1820 to 1906, and then 1825 to 1905. So that's in their 80s, maybe 79, depending on what time of the year. But even today, that's still good. But before back then, it's obviously a lot better than it is now. 1813 to 1898, 1830 to 1905. (1892 to 1925). It's in the 55th Infantry. (1817 to 1902), and then 1819 to 1904. So yeah, they lived a really nice life. (1866), at 28 years old. This feels like cement. It obviously looks a lot newer than being from 1868. Looks like it was kind of like molded, and there's like an ornament on top missing, it appears. You see this one, you can't even breathe. And same thing with this one, because they're just like destroyed. Think about this 11-year-old girl passed in 1858. Look at this bigger stone right here. Another Mary. So the wife passed in 1895. Dad in 1882. He was 80. The wife was 86. (1786 to 1860). Yeah, 1860. And then 1798 until 1868. (1810 to 1901), 1870 to 1892. Oh, and then their children, 1839 to 1869, 1846 to 1865, 1848 to 1871. So they outlived 3 other children. It doesn't specifically say that they were their only children, but still gotta suck to outlive children. That's never something that anyone wants to do. (1798 until 1885). 1880, 1935, 1882, 1972. Okay, so this big one right here is for a family. Okay, so right here it says Hugh Dolphin from 1837 to 1916, Julia, his wife, from 1850, but doesn't have a date for when she passed. And Mary or their daughter from 1870 to 1891. I wonder if it's talking about them. And we got the father, which I'm assuming is Hugh. Doesn't look like it's a wife. So we got Grace. We got Edward, who was born in Kilkeen Island in January 1st, 1848. Died in Chicago, March 13th, 1916. If I'm reading all this right, it's not exactly the easiest to see enough. Kate Grace, beloved wife of Edward Grace, born in New York, June 3rd, 1837. Died in Chicago, March 19th, 1894. May her soul rest in peace. And then we got Margaret L. Grace, beloved wife of Edward Grace. Oh yeah, that would make sense because she passed in 1894, he passed in 1916. She could have gotten remarried. Born in Barry, Illinois, January 15th, 1872. She was quite a bit younger. Died in Chicago, December 17th, 1933. May her soul rest in peace. So we got Edward and two wives. Edward Grace Jr., born November 10th, 1874, died July 12th, 1875. So he was only a year old. James H. Grace, born August 22nd, 1869, died February 4th, 1920. Alright, so no one on this side. No one on this side. Okay, so here we got James H., which was the son that lived between 1869 and 1920. And we've got wife, and then father and mother. So I am going to guess that the mother is the one that had Edward and James, and the wife was the one who didn't have any kids. I'm not really sure which one's which. Okay. Cora M. Anderson, 1886 to 1957. Maurice W. McDonald, 1881 to 1958. And I kind of wonder where Edward Jr. was buried, because I'm not seeing any infant graves, any other markers. Lloyd. Jean Marie Munson, daughter of Joseph and Janet Munson, September 17th, 1954, be January 9th, 1957. Just a few years. And then here we got the Munson headstone with daughter Jan Marie on it. And then father Joseph M. from March 13th, 1928 to May 30th, 1981. So I wonder if that means the wife is still alive. Looks like it's kind of loose on base. And then, where is Joseph buried? I'm not, unless that marker is signifying that he's buried here, you know. And then we got the Rooney family. Okay. So John R. 1871, 1953. Grace L. 1871, 1962. Got Arthur Marian. Okay, so there's John. I don't see Grace though. But we do have more Rooneys over here. John Rowland, Scott Brown Morency, who was the beloved husband of Barbara Rooney Morency, Walter J. Rooney, Catherine R. Rooney, Walter J. Rooney, then I wonder if Barbara's still alive, if her headstone isn't around. Scott was only born in 1922, so she could possibly still be alive for now. Mary Daly, William Daly, Loretta Kirk, Dean Kirk. Greta Delvin, who I'm guessing is still here because there's only one date. Charles Delvin, Irene Devlin. So we got Ethel and Leonard Geary and Elwood E. Geary, 1916-1924. Cashmore. Raymond Daly, Ruth Daly. So yeah, went and cut the video off here. Hope you guys enjoyed.